Welcome, dear Sagittarius souls, both long-time cosmic travelers and newly awakened truth seekers, to my channel, Zodiac Talks Tarot. Whether you've been galloping through these star maps with me for years or you just stumbled in like a philosophical archer chasing deeper meaning at 3 a.m., you're exactly where you need to be. This isn't just another horoscope, this is a soul transmission tailored for those born under the fire of expansion and freedom. And for those of you who know you're part of the chosen ones, the ones who've been wrestling with shadow work, questioning everything, laughing through tears, and still holding space for magic, welcome back. You've earned this next chapter. Now let's talk June 2025. To say this month is big would be a cosmic understatement. Imagine someone smashing the reset button on your karmic treadmill, only now you're not running in circles, you're reascending. We've got not one, not two, but 4 planetary sign changes in a single month. That's not astrology, that's divine choreography with a sprinkle of universal mischief. And when your ruling planet, Jupiter, the great cosmic amplifier, decides to shift into exaltation, trust me, it's not subtle. The universe isn't whispering anymore. It's shouting, wake up, Sagittarius. Your story is about to shift. This is the beginning of a new arc in your trilogy, especially in the areas of work, health, and money. After months of what might have felt like walking through spiritual molasses, the tempo changes. June opens like a new playlist after a breakup, fresh, bold, oddly motivating. Suddenly, your aches and anxieties begin to soften. You might even trade your comfort hoodie for a yoga mat. Health rebounds. Hope sneaks back in. And with new and full moons lighting up your sky alongside key planetary alignments, the message is clear: the universe is clearing your path, but you still have to walk it. So stay tuned, stay curious, and stay in alignment. Because if there were ever a month to act on divine timing, to say yes to change, and to trust that your inner compass still works even when the map is blurry, this is it. And remember, in the year of triumph 2025, Sagittarius isn't just surviving. You're staging a comeback with style, strategy, and maybe just a little bit of cosmic sass. Alright, let's break this down. Sagittarius style: bold, wise, a little cheeky, but always aiming for truth. Now, as someone who's spent decades studying not just the planetary transits but the psychological and spiritual archetypes behind them, let me tell you something straight: June 2025 is no ordinary financial update. It's a cosmic wire transfer, and you, dear Sag, might just be the lucky beneficiary. Jupiter, your ruling planet, the bringer of growth, faith, and philosophical overindulgence, enters Cancer, where he's exalted. That's astrologer speak for Jupiter's in a 5-star hotel, sipping moon water, and blessing your 8th house like an Oprah giveaway. This house? It's not about your 9-to-5 paycheck. It's about chunky money, bonuses, inheritances, commissions, maybe even that random crypto account you forgot about in 2018. Think financial windfalls, not daily grind. But here's where the Buddhist wisdom comes in: abundance is as much about inner receptivity as it is about external opportunity. If you've been clinging to scarcity beliefs like they're emotional security blankets, I have to hustle nonstop to be worthy, or money always slips through my fingers, Jupiter's about to call your bluff. You're not meant to chase abundance like it's running from you. You're meant to open up and allow it to arrive. And just when you think the universe is done showing off, here comes Venus, cozying up to Jupiter in a sweet sextile from June 1st to the 5th. This is like sending love letters via cosmic carrier pigeon. Romance feels lighter. Creativity gets an upgrade. Singles might meet someone who doesn't ghost after 3 texts, and couples may feel that emotional glue holding stronger than usual. Some of you even get fertility breakthroughs or that creative spark reignited. Artists, healers, dreamers, this is your muse's RSVP. So yes, Sagittarius, this is a chosen one moment, But remember, chosen doesn't mean entitled, it means ready. And the cosmos is asking, are you ready to receive not just more money or love, but the wisdom to handle it well? Let's take a moment, dear Sagittarius, and talk about what happens when Venus struts her way back home into Taurus on June 6th. Now, Venus in Taurus isn't just any house guest, she's the rightful queen returning to her palace, barefoot, sipping tea, and whispering sweet nothings into the ears of your daily life. This is the kind of cosmic comfort that makes your body exhale before your brain even knows why. Suddenly, your daily routines feel like rituals. Your back pain mysteriously eases up, or maybe you finally admit it wasn't the mattress, it was the emotional baggage you were sleeping on. Either way, there's healing in the house, and Venus is lighting incense. Health isn't just about green juice and morning jogs, it's about harmony. Venus brings a kind of soft, steady frequency to your 6th house that encourages you to treat your body like a temple minus the guilt trips and juice cleanses. And yes, your pets, your habits, even your skincare routine may get a divine upgrade. Think wellness, but with pleasure. Because Taurus energy doesn't rush, it luxuriates. You're being invited to slow down and savor the process of healing. Who knew your cat's weird behavior could lead to a spiritual breakthrough? Then, the energy flips. On June 17th, Mars charges into your 10th house of career, and suddenly you go from maybe I'll revise my resume to I just pitched my dream project while sipping iced matcha. Mars here is not subtle. He wants action, not analysis. This is your bold window, Sagittarius, from June 17th to 26th to apply, resign, launch, or finally ask for that raise you've been psyching yourself out of for 6 months. But be warned, this energy is not for the timid. Only those tuned into their higher mission, the chosen ones, will know how to move with fire and integrity. The rest? Still doom scrolling LinkedIn and doubting their light. Now rewind slightly to June 4th to 7th, when Mercury forms a sextile with Mars, and you've got communication magic in your toolkit. This is a cosmic sweet spot for signing contracts, planning international travel, or dropping that long-drafted Substack post into the world. Whether you're applying for school, booking a spontaneous flight, or passionately arguing your point like a philosophical lawyer, your words pack heat and clarity. It's a great time to speak with conviction, make decisions, and move your visions out of your head and into the tangible world. So here's the real question: will you rise with precision and power, or will you wait until your comfort zone starts to itch? The sky's lining up for bold clarity, steady healing, and forward movement. All you have to do is show up like you mean it. Let's talk about the days surrounding June 7th and 8th. When Mercury meets Jupiter in a powerful conjunction, and let me tell you, this isn't just idle cosmic chatter. Mercury is the communicator, the messenger, and when he joins forces with Jupiter, the grand expander and truth teller, you get the kind of alignment that turns whispers into major announcements. The kicker? This may not even be your direct news, but someone close to you, like a partner, a bestie, or your business collaborator, could hit a jackpot-level breakthrough. You might find yourself celebrating someone else's windfall, and if you're smart, you'll align yourself with that ripple effect. Because when one door opens in your circle, it often drags a few blessings through the hallway with it. Now, the deeper layer here isn't just about good news and signing deals, although yes, those let's make this official moments are very much in the air. It's also about the healing of long-held wounds, especially in partnerships. If you've been carrying relationship baggage, whether romantic or professional, this transit offers a moment of divine resolution. Not necessarily because the past gets erased, but because you suddenly see it with new clarity. Think of it as emotional Windex for the soul. Then, beginning June 9th and running through the 26th, Mercury takes a sensitive dive into Cancer, inviting you to turn your analytical mind toward your financial foundations. It's time to adult up, Sagittarius. Pull out your bank statements, revisit those joint accounts, or finally acknowledge that dusty crypto wallet you created during that one enthusiastic weekend in 2021. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. And just in time, Jupiter joins Mercury in this house, bringing his Midas touch. It's financial strategy with a spiritual backbone. Lay your foundations now before Mercury decides to moonwalk in retrograde and leave you saying, "I meant to deal with that." But June 9th isn't all spreadsheets and savings plans. It comes with a bit of shadow work, too. Secrets might surface, particularly around love, family, or shared finances. You could discover something that feels like a punch to the ego or a pinch to the heart. But here's the thing, in Buddhist philosophy, what arises is not a mistake, it's simply what's been waiting to be seen. So if a truth comes knocking, or crashes through the door, don't run from it. Use it. Heal with it. Transmute it into wisdom. Because clarity, even when uncomfortable, is the first step toward liberation. In short, these transits are calling you to open your ears, open your books, and maybe even open a few emotional vaults. Just remember, truth isn't always comfortable, but it is always sacred. And in the year of triumph, facing the truth with courage is what makes you one of the chosen ones. Let's take a moment, Sagittarius, and talk about what happens when the full moon lands in your sign on June 11, because when the moon fully lights up your corner of the sky, it's not just an astrological event, it's a soul spotlight. This is your lunar selfie moment, and no filter is needed. The themes? Identity, health, purpose, all the big stuff that makes you you. But what makes this lunation extra potent is its supportive trine to both Mars and Chiron. That's a cosmic recipe for bold healing. Old wounds, especially those tied to self-worth, courage, or the fear of being seen, might suddenly feel less intimidating. It's like the universe hands you a mic and whispers, "Go on, tell the world who you really are." And if your inner voice sounds like a mix of a TED Talk and a karaoke night confession, that's perfectly on brand. But just as you're basking in this full moon glow, Jupiter squares Saturn mid-month, and here comes the cosmic reality check. Jupiter says, "Let's expand." Saturn replies, "With what budget?" This is like having a visionary dream about opening a meditation retreat in Bali while your bank account is screaming, "Girl, you still owe for that air fryer." Spiritually speaking, it's the classic battle between faith and structure. Jupiter wants to leap. Saturn wants to build a bridge first. And both are right. The key is to dream big but plan wisely. Or in Buddhist terms, walk the middle path between indulgence and avoidance. Now, things get even spicier as Mars squares Uranus between June 12th to 16th. Translation? Expect the unexpected. Disruptions in your daily grind, travel plans suddenly shift, health routines are interrupted, work gets chaotic. But let me tell you something I've learned from decades of both astrology and Dharma practice: when plans fall apart, it's often because something better is trying to break through. The ego panics, the soul adjusts. Take a breath, trust the redirection, and maybe laugh when your flight gets delayed and you meet someone who changes your life in the boarding area. And lastly, on June 15th, Jupiter squares Neptune. Now this one's subtle, but powerful, like a beautifully dressed con artist. Be wary of romantic promises that sound too poetic to be practical, or financial offers that reek of fast money and slick charm. If someone says this is guaranteed, your response should be, "Says who? The stars." Keep your third eye open, your heart grounded, and your common sense on speed dial. Not every shiny thing is gold, and not every dream is worth your peace. So in true Sagittarius fashion, hold the vision, but carry a map. Say yes to your bold becoming, but pause before signing up for the next Guru's Moon Juice subscription. Because in the year of triumph, wisdom isn't just knowing the truth, it's spotting the illusion before it drains your light. Now we're stepping into one of the juiciest cosmic windows of the month, Sagittarius, and it kicks off with a Mars-Jupiter trine from June 17 to 21. This is what I like to call divinely directed hustle. Mars, planet of action, is holding hands with Jupiter, your ruling planet and the celestial hype man of growth, purpose, and reward. When these two team up, the universe doesn't just suggest you make a move, it practically dares you to. Feeling the urge to quit that soul-sucking job? Launch the side project you've kept hidden like a forbidden snack? Take that leap of faith that makes your friends raise an eyebrow? Do it. This isn't reckless energy, it's aligned action. Purpose meets power, and yes, there's a paycheck in it too, because spiritual alignment doesn't mean living off vibes alone. Then on June 21st, the Sun slides into your 8th house, casting a spotlight on all those not so fun but absolutely crucial areas of life: taxes, debts, inheritances, and yes, mortgages. I know spreadsheets don't exactly scream spiritual awakening. But here's the Buddhist truth: liberation often comes when we stop avoiding what scares us. The 8th house asks you to shine consciousness on the things you'd rather ignore, and in doing so, you reclaim power. Think of it as financial shadow work. You're not just balancing budgets, you're balancing karma. Now fast forward to June 25th, when we were blessed with a new moon in Cancer, and not just any new moon, but one of the most potent lunations of the year. Set intentions around shared resources, emotional intimacy, and long-term stability. This is moon magic that isn't fluffy, it's foundational. It could bring breakthroughs in legal matters, retirement planning, or real estate. Maybe that property deal finally closes, or you find yourself emotionally ready to merge finances or hearts with someone. Either way, breathe and receive. Seriously, receiving is a spiritual practice. Try not to flinch when the good stuff arrives. And just when you think the month can't possibly offer more, Mercury sextiles Uranus on June 26th, dropping surprise blessings like an unexpected Amazon package you forgot you ordered. Good news about your health, a random job opportunity, or even a sudden pet-related joy. Yes, that dog you rescued may actually rescue you. Stay open, stay flexible, and check your email and your intuition. The universe is speaking. And in the year of triumph 2025, the chosen ones aren't just listening. They're ready. As we round out June and head into early July, Mercury takes up residence in your 9th house from June 27th all the way to September 2nd. Now, this is Mercury in full professor with a passport mode. Think travel, publishing, higher education, spiritual insight, and possibly an overpacked suitcase or two. If you've been meaning to take that trip, start that book, or finally enroll in the course you've had open in 12 browser tabs, this is your sign from the stars. Mercury here wants you to think bigger globally, spiritually, intellectually. But it's not all sunshine and salabi. You may also find yourself knee-deep in long overdue conversations with extended family, those let's talk about what happened in 2009 moments. Uncomfortable? Maybe. But healing? Absolutely. Just remember, as any wise Buddhist or seasoned therapist would say, speak your truth, but carry compassion with it. It's not about winning, it's about clearing. Then, as July tiptoes in, Venus and Uranus link up in a surprise and delight kind of way. This is a wild card transit, and it tends to show up with gifts you didn't see coming. Could be a sudden job opportunity that makes you yell finally to the heavens. Could be your pet doing something oddly heroic or surprisingly cute, because yes, the stars even bless your fur babies. Or maybe you stumble upon that dream apartment when you were just walking to buy oat milk. The point is, chosen ones don't have to chase. They align, they prepare, and the magic finds them. So here we are, Sagittarius, standing at the edge of one heck of a cosmic reset. June 2025 isn't just another month on the calendar, it's a portal into a more authentic, purposeful, and soul-aligned life. Your health is improving. Your finances are becoming less of a riddle and more of a revelation. And your career? Let's just say it's calling, and you'd better pick up. But here's the catch, all of this requires one thing: your full presence. Not your perfection. Not your constant hustle. Just your clarity, your compassion, and a little bit of that signature Sagittarius courage. So breathe deep. Enjoy the journey. Laugh when it gets weird. And remember, you weren't born to blend in, you were born to light up the sky. If you felt the truth in that, go ahead and like this video, share it with a fellow star traveler, and subscribe to my channel, Zodiac Talks Tarot, where the cosmos meets clarity and sometimes, comedy. Until next time, keep aiming high. The stars are watching.